sini da dami yalan ko ko ni kera wanda mi yalan ko bursugi so idan ko akabi kula da bursugi je kata hol kala kurka ila construction ke wala casino ni da ka reconstruct ni ko reconstruct wala fendi mi yalan ko ka jibe dami yalan ko bawo ya idan ko moto pa fin dami do ko mi yalan ko ay ni kula da wala ko wala mi da moto mi ko kana ko bursugi de akoy moto ni dal je be mes wala moto be lor dami ala ko machine kata ni le ko dami yalan ko wala rent wala ya kata lu aso ko dami do ye wol be tale ke je jube ka jebe suma ani fana mi yalan ko ya idan ko bero bi jelo mi yalan ko ani moto ni man jam nyola bage andi ya idan ko mo nan sab mo saban jam mi yalan ko wala afris ko azenti mi yalan ko wala ci bi dem ya idan ko o be siro bero ni nakam so idan akoy ni dal be tale yesu manne dal yalan ko ni karo ni jabe ta ani ka sulte mi yalan ko wala de barete ni la ni do o be kira fena mi yalan ka be kar kulne so dia mo ni na ta fo brada cross examination to ani ko cross examination wala mfende mi yalan ko loyal mi yalan ko wala defense ni wala be lori ni moli mi yalan ko ya wala tumi na ni ka mi yalan ko wala la mi jabade ka ninka na mi yalan ko ya ni karo dun tani ko tema min tema wala penget ta me loya kombe gay moti mi yalan ko ani cross examination okay ay nim witness mi yalan ko wala prosecution witness ba ka diba Okay, comme même ko kan la comme gay wala moti mi alan ko ate cross examination ni ke mi alan ko wala bakar diwati andum ye kacha ni ndati dami ko wala ni karo ni jabiro ya dati dami wala mo ay bakar ni kale ya itan di jelo ko ita moti mi alan ko ibo do ko wala ni serious crime ni le wala zambe police force station wala police headquarters mi alan ko alban sa ko so itan di ko ha utene mi alan ko to nyano abare ana nyo saba tinti je mi alan ko abawo ya itan dala ko ade wato menna kabli ko je ay schedule dole mi alan ko wala plano bi yo dole comme mo do be lorin dame ko rabe dame ani fa be ro ni be lorin dame do so ya itan dala ko ne schedule ni jibe sketch saba sketch saba la do anu ni sketch sabol ni kono nya jibe dladol bije ye moto ni ta ya mufle wa dladol bije moto ni be at the same location but nya jibe in the order sketch e ba tara ko moto ni is located at a different place so ya ni ka wala ko police ol ni de ye moto ni mufle from one of them but the witness me al forum prosecutor witness ni aka mun so wala tel moto ni il ma move moto ni banu to ya tar dame yela me zamino ni be ke wolto me al ko wala fanam ayda dramedy at fana kala modi me al ko ay cross examination of the witness ni wala ni karoni jabra dum dana tima anno fana fana ni ka question ol don me al ko wala be den moto ni na bawo ta modi me al ka tan di gel ko moto ni mo mezo wala moto ni na perimeter ni mo mezo anno fana ko ram ya ko wala newly rented house ni ya ko da mel luwasi tan ko fana ma o fana mezo ila bawo ate men fo wala mun di ko wal janot part of their investigation ila investigation mo focus wala so wala tin nan amanjare to le kuye moto ni ta yo mezo anno fana ko da ni ay tan dala yo tan dala de ta tan di ko moto ni me alan ko wala mu ni yame ko sena bunyel blada mo mi ko umshene mi alan ko abloru opposite ko da ni mi alan ko abloru wala ko da bundaro bara tan ko umshene mi alan ko wena di roni be station ni opposite maro kundal ko da do bi ga ko maro kunda so ni be fene mi alan ko all first organization do be teno witaso ni mi alan ko wala ko mo gedi tan di jelo ko kansula da mi alan ko wala ko gedi defense counsel ma wato min en min da kata ke kan tan di jela ko le witness o me wala ye schedule men do because they are given schedule do bala men bi je ko control ko ni bala so I think that ko ila investigation ni is not done properly but me alan ko witness or prosecution witness akama so wala ita did the investigation properly so o apana maso ko ni so min kera je na witness do kan na mi alan ko wala adam bojante mo mo mi alan ko al sabatu min dala to dan ko Sainabou Mbaye Sainabou ñala ko dal was dire so ate keda modi mi alan ko anata ñun akabi mi sanara ko ni sanin tan wala examination o bawo state la council ni la wonte ba wol ba ni ta kan wato min na yaalo nyaaji ko ni te kam ay tan de ko ata siring ala skorda ko no banda dami ala ko aji moto na na moto mi ala ko alo ila ala korda ni na opposite la akaya joti mo nam mo fula jira okay aka woto mo nam aje mo fula jira o mo fulol mele ala ko jira ako do ni wala mo ro borne ka wala chorno mbayti mi ala ko ala aba siring drive dala wala Sainabou Mbaye andu fana kaya jele dindim fula kana kundina na moto nyin kono je so dindim fulol nyin ama wollon ako woto mo ma meta do man asira ata wulta ata ala korda kono aka bije doron wato mina fa ko club preasali aka bije ay wuro may wala ay chocho may banda woto mo la fundira nam banda aka ay dindim je mobulu e ka me kibili dindim nyi mi yalan ko aka balo le senen aka yin karo ke jumal la dindim nyi andu fana mun ke dala ako kayla ko nyilla nyina tena dindim na moto kono andu ako to wato men e wuro nyi be kering ibe jora dani kam ka joso dinninga ako barka brata ka funde ata be joso dinninga na already andu dindi ñing aka tar sallo be do bulje wala be ma ko wala pour ka joso dindi ñing ka ba tar joso kan already andu abalo be sinande so ñi ke defende mi alan ko wala examination ñindi andu ngaji ko bi fana wo examination fili ñi wala continue la mi alan ko wala adama bojanti abe murula na bi fana ku tanana examination ñi continue mi alan ko wala ba ni consulter ma mi alan ko wala state council examination ñi wala continue bi fana so ni wo bata je cross examination fana kelale ni ko cross examination wala from the defense council wala fana be ni karo kelala ni so min ni an ko adam ko jende ka ni ka ate kumol men ko wala ate aji nyaade ko ni kala nyala bal jannun ka fura wala drum ko mi wato min nabe nare sonola kay tan ko ya idan ko ni la nyina tela dindi na moto kono awtumo do interjection o wala objection o mi an ko wala defense council la modo mi an ka fay loya ayda drame o kera mod mi an ko objection o idan de je ko ñing me yalon ko wala witness o ñinti prosecution witness because me atlo molu lo jandi kat kanala testimony di ñin ki ñin do wala adama bo jandi tan di yelo ko o be ko men fo kan akumta don ko mo hiya sele da fen me yalon ko ya file amman ko fen me yalon ka kita nyala so kabira fo state defense council fan kera mot me yalon ko afana wulta luta tan ko ala witness o me yalon ko wala adama bo jandi ko mo men fo kan amanke hiya sede wala amanke fendi mi yalan ko ya faale bawo wate moldi mi yalan ko funditale andu ajel ko woni mi tama so mi yalan ko wala justice ibrahima jadedi telbe ko woni tamandi kam afanan ke damo mi yalan ko kidio te nyimo lo ya flol nyin tema mi yalan ko defense council aning ñing council do mi yalan ko wala lori masakunda to ala state council kido te mala tan ni jelo ko ñing mu fenen mi yalan ko amanke hiya seti wala amanke fendi mi yalan ko mo la fa bawo muso ñing ata mo mi yalan ko akata nyala jele so tambe to la dami yalan ko examination ñing continue again bari time o tije bawo ya tan di ko forum 420 lum ibe close da so kamala time mo so no ina na close aya agent to be forum bidi inshallah ibe bula na ko ni teno clock sida ka jibe ko bi daga nyame so basically nyina mu fende me yalan ko transfer da kunu me yalan ko wala Sainabou Mbaye chorton Mbaye ani kebri den belti ila case me yalan ko be teri nyam kay tan de ko itel bloter baby Muhammad adi me yalan ko wala min jawdara ya itande ko ital ni mo sabol ni lo ba ko nole so wala fu mi roti mi alan ko ye wala lay kan bari comme ngala yalo nyame dum duwa ni wala kidio ni wala to nyani sabati da ba santen ni den non donc ebe cede jaro li wala tibe kan mi alan ko wala mi nanan ko kana ila cede jaro ti kan police wala mo nani natle mi alan ko wala police wala andu mo lulu nyam wonat na ko mo mi alan ko mo wala mi alan ko sabati ko gani mi alan ko asena min be sabatari wolto so ni temen dro wolbe keri jang high court jang government and civil lam comme afa am dum asif konte ko konta jira ni ko tara nyaanya dron aba funde nan aba explain na molle ni ko tara nyaanya yes yes go there this please Just to remind you, in English also, like I said in Mandinka, the proceedings of the three people, Sainabou Mbaye, Mbaye, plus Kibil Dembele, started yesterday or day before yesterday, and then it was adjourned to yesterday and then also today. The police finally brought their charges against them, that is manslaughter and also exposing the child to danger. Those are the two charges that we are levied on them. So the police are bringing in their witnesses. On Monday, they brought three witnesses, and Tuesday also the same thing, and then um, Tuesday the same thing, Wednesday also the same thing, and today also we are back here again, and then they adjourn the proceedings for today at 10 o'clock, and then we are back again with one of the witnesses, that is Adam Aboda. Um, where we stopped yesterday was the examination of Adam Bojang, the council that was representing the state. It was Lamin Jabate and then F. Drame. Those are the two people that were representing the state. So for the defense lawyers, is lawyer either Gay, either Drame rather, Kombe Gay, and then Sagat Jahate. Those are the three people representing the accused persons. So from there, when the judge came in, that is Justice Drame, they started the proceeding by cross-examination, because yesterday or day before yesterday they stopped at cross-examination with my Sengor, that is one of the policemen or the police officers or their investigators, and then this is where they stopped the proceeding, and then when they came they resumed the cross-examination um, between Sadar Jahade and then my Sengor. So when what they started was the defense counsel, that is Sadar Jahade, asked him how did he was able to find his independent witnesses. You know, in a case of this thing, when the police are taking your statement, they will go and look for an independent witness that will come and then be there to make sure that your testimony was given fairly. There was nothing like you were forced to give out your statement. So that independent witness will be there to testify that your statement was voluntarily given, and then you were not forced by the police or harassed for you to give out something that you are not willing to do. So this is why they will always look for an independent witness, so that this individual will come and then also be there to witness this process. So his answer to that question was that um, for him, the two independent witnesses, as a police officer, the independent witness that they will look for is somebody who does not have any dealings with the police. They don't know people that they don't know, or people that don't have any dealing with them. Those are the people that they will look for as an independent witness. And he said, he asked the two independent witnesses that were actually there when Chornombai and then Tibuli's statements were taken. He said those two independent witnesses. One of them he met him at Equas Avenue in Banjul here, and one of them was recommended to him by a friend. So he was asked these two people, that is Babakar Kinde and then Babakar Koli. He said for Babakar Koli he never knew him, but Babakar Kinde he used to see him around. As he said, I do see him around. So it means Babakar Kinde is somebody that he might not know very well, but he actually saw him around a couple of times. And the council put it for him that do you know that this same witness, that is Fabakar Kinde, appeared in the recently concluded NIA 9 cases, and that 9 case that was concluded some time ago. And he said yes, this man Fabakar Kinde was brought to him as an independent witness, So then that was when Council Sarat Jahate put it to him that your independent witness are not even independent, because this is somebody that you've been bringing to serve as an independent witness for several times. They said at least for 5 times he appeared as an independent witness during the during the 9 NIA cases. So he said their independent witnesses are as independent as the word independent itself. So he didn't agree to that statement that was uttered by counsel, that your independent witnesses are not independent. So still the first examination continued, and then he asked the witness, that's the prosecution witness, the cautionary statement plus the voluntary statement. Which one did you guys actually took first? And he said they actually took the personal statement first. So the lawyer also asks the witness that the statement was taken a week before 20th of July 2022. But then the witness insists that the statements were all taken on the 20th of July 2022. And then the council said, I am putting into you that the date the statement was taken is always written on the statement. And then he said, yes, that is true. And then the council told him again, I am putting it to you that both the statements we are taken without following the procedures with your team. That means the statements we are taken in a manner that they didn't follow the police procedures. But then the witness, that is Senghor or my Senghor, refused that. He said no, their statements were all taken according to police procedures, and he didn't accept that. And then from there, then the lawyer of Lamin Jabate, that is the defense counsel, objects that the counsel, that is the defense counsel, Sahal Jahade, does not have the powers to conclude that those witnesses are not actually independent. That is left for the justice to decide, but then not her. And then this at this juncture, Sahal Jahade also um, 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 stand up and said that they were guided by Section 202 of the Evidence Act. And then Lamin Jabad also quoted that Section 66 of the Evidence Act talk about something of that nature, that Sagar did not have the powers to say something that to say that the witnesses evidence or evidence are not the independent witnesses are not independent. So the justice that Ibrahim Ajade, who was sitting over the case, he said when he gave out his ruling that the objection of lawyer Lami Jabate has been overruled. Um, he also cited some sections that the sections that they cited, that is section 202 and section 66. He said section 202 is relevant while section 66 is not relevant. So he overruled the objection of defense counsel lawyer Lami Jabate. So from there, still the cross examination continued. Um, with one of the with another witness, and that is Bakar Diba, that is as Assistant Superintendent Bakar Diba. He also worked with the police for over 12 years. He worked at the serious crime unit for 11 years, according to him. And then he said they were at the police headquarters when a file came from Bundu serious crime unit, which bears the name of Chef Mumbai and Kibri Dembe. And then regarding the death of Mohammed, and so this is why they went to the scene, that is Busubi, to actually reconstruct the place to establish the cause of the incident. So he said he went there with his team of investigators to go and see what actually transpired at the scene. So that was the examination that done by the council, that is Lamin Jabade. He is responsible or representing the state in the trial. Those are the witness. That is the witness. That woman. So you can see now the witness is going together with the lawyer, that is Lamin Babate, and then the witness Adama. She is actually going to continue with her examination. Then from there they will do the cross examination. The cross examination will be done by the council, does the defense council. They will cross examine to know or to establish the whole thing that is actually said by the witness. So like I said, coming back to yesterday's proceedings, the first examination continues again between Diba, that's Bakar Diba, and then then one of the defense counsel. He said and investigators were dispatched those people to go and check the place. That is Francis Data, Gali Amai, Senior Inspector Bunambas Banga, Kopal Sambambalo, First Class Umar Jame, and these are the people that went together with the accused persons. That is Chorman Bay, the second accused, and then Tibli, then there is the third accused. Diba said. From there, the council asked, that is Lea Jabate, because it was an examination. Lea Jabate asked where was the first accused person, that is Sainabou Mbaye, and he responded that the first accused person, Sainabou Mbaye, was out of jurisdiction, and that was why Sainabou Mbaye was not there. So he said upon arrival at the scene that is at Busubi, Chairman Mumbai take us through the apartment and then follow the scene and also where the vehicle was parked. And then they made their examination of the scene. And then he said told them that the day of the incident, Chorno was the very one driving the car, and this information was from Chorno. And then he also gave them the information about the people that were on board the vehicle. And that is, Chorno was driving. Beside her is Sainabou Mbaye, and then behind Sainabou Mbaye is the two kids of Sainabou. Then behind Chorno is Baby Muhammad. So in between Baby Muhammad and then Kibili, it's between the two kids of Sainabou Mbaye. That was narrated by by Bakar Diba. And he even said that Chabrambay actually saw them the position where Sainabou was sitting, busy on her phone. And he said, having done all these useful things at the same time, they draw a rough sketch plan and that is to prepare the whole thing that has happened. And then he said they drove back to their office for the investigation to continue again. So that was when the prosecution, that is Lami Debate, attended those sketches. There are three sketches that was designed or that was drawn by the investigators under the leadership of Bakar Biba. So this one, the three sketches were attended as Exhibit 7A, 7B, and then 7C. So after these sketches were drawn, he said they continued back on their investigation, and the investigation was continued by his subordinates. That is MI Senghor, Corporal Samambalo, Double Corporal Janki Emane, and the rest. They continue with the investigation. And then he said from there, from that investigation, it is clearly shown that Chornombai and then Kibiri Dembele, they have a hand in the death of Muhammad. And that was why the two were charged accordingly, and then the files were forwarded to the prosecution for onward prosecution. That was what Dipa said. So basically, these are some of the things that actually transpired yesterday. Like I was saying in Mandinka, we are at the High Court again today. The cross-examination together with the examination will be done on the witness that was brought by the state, that is Adama Bojang. She will continue with her examination. Then from there, the defense counsel will also do their cross-examination on the witness. So from there, the state will bring in another witness that will also testify regarding the case. So Sheriff Conte is inside there, and he will actually brief us whatsoever that happened there. So for now, this is what we have for you as the maintenance team.